Today we're at the 5th annual Kentucky Proud Incredible Food Show. This event at the Lexington Center features all kinds of things like culinary seminars, book signings, traditional food crafts, kids crafts, and that's not to mention the 120 plus exhibitors in the marketplace. With a myriad of food samplings, I came prepared. I'm hungry. Let's go eat. Well, I have the rare pleasure today to talk with Commissioner Comer about the Kentucky Proud Incredible Food Show. You guys are in your 5th year.
Yes.
This has been quite a successful event to just showcase Kentucky Proud products.
It gets bigger and bigger every year. As a farmer and someone that has a passion for agriculture, it's so exciting to me to see so many people from the city come in and support Kentucky farm products, Kentucky Proud products that were produced and processed on Kentucky farms all over Kentucky. And last year we exceeded 7,000 people here. I think this year it's going to be a lot better than that.
Absolutely. Well, and this is important not only for consumers coming in and just seeing the different variety of products made right here in Kentucky and really just in our region in Appalachia, because this is a great place for people to come in, see what's here, and what a great service to the vendors.
Absolutely. The Kentucky Proud program, it continues to grow. People support it from Western Kentucky to the mountains of Eastern Kentucky. Everyone knows that when you buy Kentucky Proud, you're keeping your money in your local communities and you're creating jobs in Kentucky. Also, from my perspective, we're helping farmers. And a lot of farmers add value to what they produce by processing it. And they come to shows like this and they're overwhelmed with the support from people in the city and people that travel hundreds of miles to come here and support their products.
I've read that if you have eaten today, thank a farmer. And what a perfect way to thank a farmer than to support them by buying a Kentucky Proud product.
Absolutely, and most of the farmers that are here are small farmers, and that's what everyone wants to support, a small farmer. Most of them, if you get to talking to them, you'll find out they're multi-generational farmers. Their goal in life is to keep that farm, stay on that farm, and pass it to the next generation. And it's just a great story. And I think when people hear that story, they're more apt to go out and support local farmers when they make their food purchasing decisions.
Absolutely. Well, this is a wonderful event. We're so honored to be able to be here. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for being here.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
As if a full day of cooking demonstrations, food sampling, and educational opportunities were not enough to convince you that this is the place to be for any food lover, there's always the Celebrity Kitchen Theater to persuade you. The Dean brothers are this year's celebrity guests, and they're going to serve up a tasty cooking presentation. These two are no strangers to the kitchen. They're Paula Dean's sons and have published 4 cookbooks together. Bobby's cookbook From Mama's Table to Mine debuted at #1 on the New York Times bestseller list, and Jamie has a new cookbook entitled Jamie Dean's Good Food. They each are TV stars in their own right, too. Home for Dinner with Jamie Dean is on the Food Network, and Not My Mama's Meals with Bobby Dean is on the Cooking Channel.
Okay, so I'm almost like geeking out, giddy with excitement, because I am here today with Bobby and Jamie Dean. They're at the Incredible Food Show here in Lexington, Kentucky. Welcome to Lexington.
Thank you very much.
Had you been here before?
No, we haven't been to Lexington. We've worked in Louisville a few times. We actually did a television show there about 8 years ago. And this is our first time here, and everybody's so nice. It's nice to be doing something like this in the South. You know, a lot of these food shows are always kind of further up north or out west. And we were talking earlier about how you can tell that the industry of food has really changed a lot when a community like Lexington can support a big food show like this. It's really cool.
Absolutely, and we definitely have that Southern hospitality and charm that you guys know so well and share with all your viewers on your television shows and books.
Right.
You just do a few things in your spare time.
Well, we're
and the restaurant too.
And my brother's got 2 kids. So
I know. How do you even
he
do
stays
that?
and the restaurant. That's right. Well, I think that we come from a food family. You know, we grew up in a house where our mother said that the kitchen is the heart of the home, and food is love. She's said both of those things, and I think that my brother and I both got a passion for cooking at a young age, and we happen to be in a time where there's sort of a generational change with food. I think that people are looking at it a little bit differently and becoming more into it and more aware of what it is that they're eating and what they're putting into their bodies.
Sure.
My brother with his family has you know, has learned a new way of cooking through having children. So I think that we're taking the things that we learned as kids from our mother and maybe just bringing them with us into a new generation.
I was
and
hungry.
Trying to be. Yeah, me
So
too.
I learned how to cook.
You see this guy? I was behind him, so I was hungry too. Our poor daddy. He never got a piece of white meat chicken in 30 years, I don't think. He was eating drumsticks and
thighs.
Well, what I love that your family does is there is such cultural significance, and that's being kind of demonstrated in these culinary arts.
Yeah. My brother and I are really fortunate that we have just completely different things to offer. And so we can work, and so does our mother too. So we can work with our mother, we can work together, and we can work independently of one another and do what's passionate for us.
It's just like every family, is that they don't have the opportunity to go on television, but Mom is a traditional Southern cook, you know, she's a grandmama, and then there's generational changes in all things. So
Right.
my brother has been in front of the health thing for several years, and me with two young kids, and you know, you got your kids, that changes everything, you know. So people are able to find a lot. We're like a one-stop shop for every kind of food.
That's true.
Well, thank you so much. I
You got
really enjoyed meeting you.
Pleasure to
Thank
meet you. Thank you very much. Glad to be with you.
Thanks, y'all.
Admittedly, I have a soft spot for Southern boys, and Jamie and Bobby Dean did not disappoint. They sure know how to put on an engaging and informative presentation with lots of Southern hospitality. But the Celebrity Kitchen Theater is just part of what the incredible food show has to offer. Coming up, we roll up our sleeves and grind out a traditional food craft. Today, we're at the Incredible Food Show and we talked with celebrity guests Jamie and Bobby Dean. Now we're headed to the traditional food craft section where attendees enjoy live demonstrations on how traditional Kentucky foods are made. You might remember making sorghum with Randall Rock from Country Rock Sorghum, but this year, I'm gonna try my hand at grist milling. Billy and Trudy Kelly of Connorsville Mills say they make the best cornmeal you'll ever use. That might be in part to the real old-time milling that they use. Their millstone dates back to the early 1900s. Their old-fashioned method yields a superior product in taste, texture, and nutritional value. A healthier cornmeal? Now that's something to celebrate. But the market has also turned up lots of other healthy products to explore.
So I'm here with Bill Sanders, and he is the founder of Bill Sanders First Fresh Olive Oil. And tell me a little bit about this. I mean, I'm excited because it's healthy and it's different than some of the other olive oils that are out there.
A good olive oil is a medicine. It's all has to be about freshness, and that's why I call it First Fresh. That's the first question the consumer should ask. That's why we put it on the front of the bottle, at least one of the oils, and on the side on the other. What is the harvest date? Because olive oil is a fruit juice, and all fruit juice eventually goes rancid, unfortunately, even a $40 or $50 bottle of olive oil. So the best oil is always a fresher oil, because that's where you're getting the health benefits. Sadly, most Americans are using olive oil that doesn't deliver the health benefits. It's just a fat. This is a fruit juice. And that's where the antioxidants are, that's where the the polyphenols, that vitamin E that you want, all of that stuff is. And that's why that freshness is so important.
Well, I'm excited to maybe taste some. What would you suggest
We're gonna
tasting?
do it. All right, here we go.
Okay.
There is a process.
Okay.
And what we do is we do three things that we're measuring. One,
Okay.
in professionally, is the smell,
Okay.
which is fruity. Wine, it's nose or bouquet, and it's fruitiness. It's fruitiness.
Right.
Then the second thing is bitter. We'll put it in our mouth, slush it around. Don't swallow it yet. Slush it, suck in air, make a little noise.
Okay.
Yeah. Professional olive oil tastings are very noisy. And then you should swallow. You'll get this explosion in the back of the throat delay, and that's called pungency.
Okay.
But this bitterness and pungency those are very important. What I like to do is warm it up, and then I take 3 short sniffs. And then a dog has a pretty good sniffer, and They use short snips, not long ones. So
Right, okay.
let's kind of do that and see what you get.
Okay.
Okay. Now we take a little. Now we're going to have a little fun.
Okay. Oh wow! I have never
See,
tasted
the light-
olive oil like that before.
See, it just explodes.
I don't even know how to describe it except it is fresh. Like you have that grassy, fresh. Like
Has a
there's
zip.
something alive in here.
Alive is a great word. It is a great word. Zip has a
Yeah. Well, how many of these can I buy here today?
zip. We have.
I might need to back my truck
We
up.
got a
I'm
truck. I was going to
sold.
say we do have a truckload. We can take care of
Good.
that.
I'm pretty sold.
Bill Sanders has been dubbed an olive oil evangelist for what many regard as one of the best olive oils in the world. But he's not the only one at the incredible food show with your health in mind. Salt of the World, based in Moorhead, Kentucky, is a gourmet seasoned finishing salt that provides an alternative to higher sodium seasonings without the chemicals and additives. Choosing healthier items is always a good idea, but sometimes you just need a treat. Fortunately, Willis Shortbread from Middle Tennessee provides all-natural cookies.
I am here with Eric Ryan, and you have some wonderful, I walked by and I said, cookies, really? Yes, sign me up. Tell me a little bit about what you do here.
Well, what we've got today, we've got at the incredible food show here in Kentucky, we have 6 of our 14 varieties that we do. So these are all handcrafted, they're all butter, all natural. My wife and I do all of our own baking, the packaging, everything ourselves. So it's a real family operation that we do.
Well, and I read on your website, it is all natural. I mean, there's no artificial preservatives and things in them. So I'm going to call this a healthy cookie, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, well, butter is better, as we say.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Yeah, we don't use any preservatives at all. Even our flour is unbleached, unenriched. I mean, the ingredients on the flour is wheat, period.
I like it.
Yeah.
And so this is Willis. Is it Willis Shortbread? Is that the whole name of the company?
Willis Shortbread is
Okay.
our name, and we are named after our founder who started it, Willa Allen.
And so she obviously started with shortbread, I'm thinking.
She started our original classic shortbread here, if you'd like to sample that.
Oh.
This is our original
You want to
classic.
twist my arm for me?
Just a little bit.
All right, I'll do it.
Didn't want to hurt. This would be our original, but this is what she started with. It's an old family recipe. It's all butter. It just kind of melts. The texture is called delicate. It's the best way.
Like butter.
Butter.
It is like butter.
Butter's
Man, that really does melt in your mouth.
Yeah.
There's something about shortbread that just takes you back to like your youth. There's something about it that has this really classic, idyllic kind of charm about it.
Well, it's very simple too. I mean, the ingredients in that are flour, butter, and sugar.
Right.
And like I tell people, that's about as good as you can do with 3 ingredients.
That really is.
That right there.
Well, you've given me a hard task here. I've got to decide which one of these I'm buying today. So,
Well, we've got specials, so you can get multitudes.
Yay!
You don't have to get one.
That's
You can
can
take
I
it
get
for-
this whole thing?
Back your car up. We're ready.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
The incredible food show has so much to discover. There are even food accessories displayed here. Take, for instance, the London, Kentucky-based Wooden Tricks. The artistic and utilitarian bowls are a beautiful display of the artistry involved in these wooden creations. You'll also find wineries, restaurants, books, culinary seminars, kids' crafts, and so much more. This really is the place to be for all things related to local and regional foods.
What an incredible day of food and fun here at the Kentucky Proud Incredible Food Show. Meeting Jamie and Bobby Dean was certainly a highlight, but learning more about the diversity in our Appalachian food culture was equally as delightful. Now, excuse me though, I need to get home and get to the kitchen. I've got some cooking to do.